Eitan was a healthy baby born at 38.5 weeks. He was 7.5 pounds, this easy baby who loved to nurse, was meeting milestones ahead of time. And then when Eitan was 2 weeks old, his brother Ari had come home from daycare with a bad cold. About a week later, I heard Eitan in the crib and I hear this sniffling. I knew right away that he'd caught the cold. We went to the emergency room. It was packed and they expedited us right to the front of the line. And they said to me, this is RSV and it's very dangerous for newborns.
RSV stands for respiratory syncytial virus. It is a very common and contagious virus that affects the respiratory tracts. All of us are at risk, but young infants who may not have the same protection from their immune system can get very sick.
I was scared because I knew it could get serious. And it wasn't going to go away in a day or two. It was going to be a long haul. By that third day, Eitan couldn't breathe on his own. They had his oxygen saturations up on a monitor, and you could just see things start to tank. And so they needed to hook him up to some oxygen. And they said to me, you better call somebody. I don't think you're leaving tonight. By day 4, we're up to the pediatric intensive care unit. He needed ventilation. And then by the next day, he's on BiPAP, which is the next level. It was very frightening because there's nothing you can do.
More than 75% of RSV hospitalizations in Canada are infants under 6 months, and most of these infants have no underlying conditions. Symptoms of RSV are usually similar to the common cold. Infants who have RSV may show irritability, nasal congestion, a decrease in energy and appetite. They may not cough or have a runny nose, but it's important to pay attention to the signs of fussiness and difficulty breathing.
There was a pretty rough night where I heard some verbiage like, we may need to intubate the baby. I called my husband. I was like, you need to get over here. I can just remember Adam because he'd been so stoic. He's a physician. But that night when it was like, we're going to intubate, he just lost it too. And he's just like, help my baby to breathe again. Do what you need to do. Things slowly got a little bit better. They were able to stop BiPAP, and then after the 2 weeks, we were able to go home. Eitan's a very boisterous, energetic little boy. Any activity you put him in, he just dives right in, always loves a challenge. His name means strong and resilient, and I think that is really how he is. He just has this will to persevere.
It's a very exciting time in RSV prevention. We finally have more options to protect infants from RSV.
There are vaccines now that mothers can take to protect the baby.
You get the vaccine when you're pregnant. It's administered between 32 to 36 weeks, which is a time that you're constantly seeing your provider. You produce the antibodies, they're circulated to the fetus before they're born, and then the infant's born with that protection instantly. So 1 vaccine's for 2 lives.
I want anyone who's pregnant to be proactive. I don't want to see this happen to anybody else. We're so lucky to have Eitan with us, but it could have gone very differently.